So a couple months ago, Nakey Jakey released this video, How Counter-Strike Took Over My Life. It's an amazing video and I highly recommend you watch it. And it inspired me to play CS2 as well. Counter-Strike Source was actually my first ever Steam game. I bought it back in 2006 and I've played it for about 50 hours, mostly on zombie maps because I was 12 years old at the time. But besides that, I have very little experience with the point and click adventure that is Counter-Strike 2. So that's why I challenged myself to get ranked in Premier. I only had to win 10 games. How hard can that be? Before starting this challenge, I only knew a couple of things about Counter-Strike, some of which I had picked up from Jakey's video and others from having played the game a couple times. I didn't want to be the reason that my team would lose, so I started out practicing against bots on maps I didn't know yet, but it takes a little while before you develop any kind of situational awareness, where the enemies might be, where they might come from, where you should aim. So I just had to start playing real games to see what was going on and what my worst mistakes would be. My first match I actually won. It was on Mirage and I had no clue about what I had to do. I knew that I had to plant the bomb as a terrorist, defeat the terrorist and defuse the bomb if it came to that as a CT, as a counter-terrorist, but I lacked any knowledge of callouts, of strategies, or even sidelines and angles. For anyone not in the know, the first round of a game's half is the pistol round. You cannot buy any other guns because you don't have any money yet. The whole team's running around with pistols and you're trying to headshot each other to the best of your ability. Now a smart man would buy body armor because it kind of doubles the body shots you can take, so kind of doubling your health if they don't shoot you in the head. But I didn't know that, so I bought a 5.7 and I was running around shooting that thing like it owed me money. Of course I didn't hit much. And I was just re-peeking all the angles until I got shot in the back. So that was a great match. I got carried hard in my first match. I bottom fragged with 860 damage with just 6 kills. We won that first match and I thought, if it's this difficult, those 10 wins will be a breeze. My second game was on Dust 2. The Dust. A map that has felt like home since 2006. In this game we got destroyed so hard that after 4 rounds my team ended up surrendering. But the best thing to come out of this game was this incredible moment where I'm so skillfully unable to click on someone's head. Oh my lord. Now the third game went a lot better. We were back on Mirage, baby. Here I had teammates who actually communicated a little bit. They were calling out where enemies were, where the attacks were coming from, if they had to rotate to B or A, or where the bomb was dropped, and it helped a lot.
It'd be under. It'd be under.
Shot, two.
Deploying flashbang.
But my biggest problem was still that I had no sense of what was going on where in the game at any point. So the game sense wasn't there. I'm throwing flashes, smokes all over the map without any real purpose, but sometimes I had just a spark of brain activity and I did something useful.
One defuse, one hold.
Which then was immediately followed by one of the best plays of the year.
Bomb in mid, bomb in mid.
especially now that I look back on this game, I can see that I wanted to improve so badly. I was communicating with the team, trying my best to do callouts the proper way, trying to use grenades in the right way, trying to place my crosshairs at all kinds of points where they might not make too much sense, but anyway, I was trying. And eventually we won this game, giving me a little hope for the future. Now, out of the next 4 games, I only won 1 of them. Analyzing these games afterwards made me realize that I had one big problem. I thought I was the main character, and this is Counter-Strike, and not a Call of Duty campaign. I thought that I could hop over fences and headshot people with an MP9, for instance. I got shot a lot. I threw many flashbangs that blinded myself. I had a ton of terrible teammates, and I was probably also a terrible teammate. If I wanted to win more games, I had to start to carry my weight, and I had to start practicing. If I wanted to improve, just playing Premiere would not cut it. I had to build a practice routine. Jakey mentioned pre-fire maps in his video, so that's where I started. The pre-fire maps helped me so much with my crosshair placement to find out where people are hiding, what common camping spots are, and how to approach certain areas without getting shot in the back immediately. So before heading into matchmaking, I did some pre-fire maps just to get warmed up and get a better feel for where enemies might be hanging out. Game 8 ended in a hard-fought tie where I didn't really carry my own weight yet. I knew some angles to hold and where to expect enemies. I was still throwing smokes on fire that was supposed to keep the enemies away, so I helped them more than us. I still didn't know what I could do to help my team in every given situation. We lost this one badly. I realized that after losing a couple of rounds, I started to panic. I'm not violently sweating, I'm not shaking out of my chair, but I just keep on doing dumb stuff over and over and over again. Now, this dumb stuff couldn't be fixed with pre-fire maps. I had to reflect on my mistakes and actively think about what the heck I'm doing in the matches to come. In game 10, I didn't really add too much to my team. I was there, sometimes I shot a couple of guys, but mostly I just died to dumb stuff again. Improvement is not a straight line, and this game shows that perfectly. In round 3, I had a generational fumble. But in round 7, I managed to remain calm and get the W. Watching game 11 back, I could finally see my training was starting to pay off. The pre-fire maps had taught me how to approach B from tunnel and where to watch for guys. So I was putting my crosshairs on potential spots where the enemy might be. And in this round it actually worked out great. I was so proud of myself. Before really getting into Counter-Strike, I heard about cheaters, slur aficionados, yelling Russians. Up until games 12 and 13, I hadn't really experienced these guys firsthand, but that would all change. These guys were ruining each other's games by trying to kick each other every round, by yelling slurs at each other. We got this, boys. We can still win this.
Shut the fuck up, you motherfucker.
By ways of friendly fire and griefing, just standing still here throwing the game. All very obnoxious stuff. But I was so glad that I already had watched Jakey's video, and he had such a good message that I asked myself in that moment, who do I want to be? What kind of person do I want to be when all this stuff goes wrong? It's easy to yell back, to give up, to become one of the griefers. I mean, it's easy to join the dark side, but it's very hard to stay positive, I think the best thing you can do when things go south is try to get the best out of the situation. And if you're really lucky like me, you get to carry your team for just a couple rounds.
I'm planted.
That's how you do it, boys. At this point, Counter-Strike really had my ass. It felt like the most pressing matter in the world. There was nothing more important. If I wasn't playing Counter-Strike, I was thinking about it. When I was on the toilet, I was watching CS videos. To be honest, I had a hard time going to sleep. I had flashbacks about Nuke, about Mirage, about Dust. This game was really infecting my brain and I just had to get ranked. Game 18 was the first game of the day. We got utterly destroyed. I was beyond useless. I was actively giving the other team money by being an easy kill. I don't know how this happened, but I had just one kill in this whole match. Shameful display. On to the next one. Now game 19 went a lot better. I was actually helping out the team by shooting some guys. One palace?
Going A.
Two on A.
Deploying flashbang.
Maybe 1 to 3.
I was making plays, my shooting wasn't terrible, and the team was actually communicating. This helped me to be more confident in my gameplay, it helped me to decisively do things. And I wasn't second guessing my every move.
Let's go plan.
Go B fast.
Okay.
Pero este tío es tonto, de verdad, Go B, go B.
Come, go plan. Go plan fast.
Go, 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 go.
Planted.
Nice.
Nice.
We won this game 13-7. Very nice. Game 21, I wanted to play with my friend Critical, but he had updated his PC's BIOS to play Battlefield 6 and it went wrong somehow, so he just crashed repeatedly while trying to play CS. I did my best, but this game was a 4v5 situation. We lost this one 13-4. Game 22 on Nuke. My performance was all over the place. Consistency was not in my vocabulary. Some rounds I helped out the team.
Good job, mate.
Other times I had to play with the Nova because I had no money.
One outside.
Stay. Nice. Outside B.
Luckily, I had nice teammates who actually wanted to communicate, helping us secure the win.
Have a great day.
It was only 2 more wins until I was getting my rank. Now game 23 was heaven sent. It actually reminded me of why online gaming is fun in the first place. It was a very close match. We had kind of a comeback and I was doing good things. The whole team was laughing a lot, keeping the spirits high.
Hey guys, it's 9-9. We did it.
This was one of the most enjoyable matches I have played.
Go A.
We're going A?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
Oh, we're going A!
Where do I want to go?
It made me realize how good Counter-Strike can be if you're having fun and winning at the same time. Only one win left, and it would be this one, game 24 on Ancient. Some of the nice fellas from the previous game invited me back, and we played pretty well on Ancient. I added some value to the team from time to time, helping us to get that victory. And I finally got my premier rank, a whopping 1532. You are ranked based on your skill level, I guess, somewhere between 1000 and 30,000. So me getting my 1500 rating, I was at the bottom of the barrel where I belonged. Especially now that I look back on this whole journey, it was actually the rating that I deserved. I was bad at shooting guys in the face. My game sense, beyond terrible. Sometimes I had an inkling of an idea of what I should do and how I could help my team out.
Connector. Bomb is A.
But most times, I was just lining the pockets of the other team by being easy prey. But all of that does not matter. This challenge, this obsession, if you will, taught me one thing. My wise old father said this to me when I was younger, and I found it to ring true once again. Whatever you do, have fun doing it. My father had meant this as advice in choosing a field of study after I graduated high school, but I think it can be applied to most things in life. Getting my shitty rank in Counter-Strike had been an emotional journey. I had been all types of glad, mad, and sad. But the games that made this challenge worth it were the ones I was laughing it up with the team, where I was actually enjoying playing a game. I had way more fun playing casual comp matches with a buddy on Discord than getting screamed at by Russian children. Getting that premier rank might have been my main goal. But the fun I had with friends, shooting dumb guns in casual matches, laughing it up with strangers, shooting some virtual guys, that was the real treasure I unearthed. Counter-Strike is a great, great game, but it's even greater when you're having fun. Thanks for watching.